Hey everybody, it's D Amazing here, bringing you a review of the SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark 45 armor. And I have it on a rotating base so you can see what it looks like front and back, and we have that shiny metallic paint job that you all know and love for Iron Man. But let's start off by saying this is the second armor used in the Avengers Age of Ultron, followed by the Mark 43. Here's the Mark 45. We're not going to get into the Hulkbuster just yet because it's not out until January. But straight up, I want to start by saying this armor looks stupendous. It is glorious. And SH Figuarts did a lot to make sure they included new features that, how would I say, they complement the armor very well. What they did with it. So let's start by doing that. So first off, I'm gonna take it off a rotating base. Let's move that over, and I'm gonna compare it to the Mark 43. So outright, I'm gonna just compare it to the Mark 43, and how its design is actually a lot different. So as you can see on the right, well, my right, the Mark 43 armor is less shiny. It's a lighter red. It's actually still a very good armor, but when compared to the Mark 45, it doesn't look as sleek. It actually looks bulky and not very complimenting, which is the problem with Iron Man. Once you get one armor, it's kind of difficult to go backwards. So let's move that out of the way now that we have the comparison between the two. Let us start with the way it looks. Mark 45 is very, very sleek. It's very nice. It's honestly one of my favorite armors as far as looking wise. Let me just fix this shoulder for a second. And what they included in is very great. Some of the things that they feature are the pull-out shoulders. So you can pull it out for extra shoulder articulation. So it comes... Well, that was not good. So it comes all the way around. You have 360 swivel. The shoulder pad is attached to the arm. There is bicep swivel. It's double jointed. The hand peg is actually really good. The wrist guards are actually attached to the hands this time. That'll be something that is truly, truly excellent for the figure. Now, one thing I want to get into, and hopefully I can get it without zooming in really, really hard. Now, for the ab crunch for this figure, it doesn't look like much in the beginning. It doesn't look like it can rotate probably at all, right? Pay close attention here. So what happens is you pull up and you rotate, and voila. So you have to be careful here because you could chip your paint. But you hit the extra added articulation for your figure. So you see you can rotate left and right. And this is how you get the extra articulation for your figure. So just be careful not to pull too hard. So that's how you get what you're looking for in the figure. You could use the pull down joints for the legs, just like every other Iron Man armor. You can rotate with the swivel of the legs. So I know this looks kind of weird now, but this is how you get all your extra articulation without hindering the armor or making it look really weird. See? Fold out. And there's a lot of weight in the legs considering they added die cast for the feet. So that's one nifty little thing that they added, that these fold out. I just took mine off so you can see the difference. The one on the left leg folds out. The right one I took the peg off. Right now I'm going to snap the peg back in so I can get back to reviewing. So one thing I want to definitely note on, if you do not play around with the ab crunch a lot, please be careful. The paint may chip. Be aware of that. Overall, I really like the figure. I've only got to play with it briefly before I did the review, but from what I learned from it, because I played with it still very thoroughly, quickly but thoroughly, is that this is a definite upgrade from the Mark 43. The armor is sleeker, it is nicer. They added way more waist articulation in places where you need it. Also, it can bend backwards. Sorry about the out of frame stuff. It can bend backwards for flight poses very well. The only downside to this armor, though, is that it still comes with the same effect parts as the Mark 43 and Mark 42. But you have to realize it's still Iron Man using repulsor blast. There's nothing absolutely new about it. On an overall scale, I want to give the figure a solid 9 out of 10. The reason why I can't give it a perfect 10 is simply because the paint will chip in the waist area very easily if you do not pay attention. I did it on my inner left thigh, and I did it on the back side of my Iron Man. So I'm pretty sad about that, but it's nothing some cherry red nail polish can't fix for my girlfriend. I'm pretty sure she won't be happy about it, but still. Yeah, it's a solid 9 out of 10. I can't give it any more credit than what it is. It looks immaculate and beautiful. And for those wondering if this is the armor they should get, if you have the 42 and the 43, I see no reason why you shouldn't get the 45 and as well as the Hulkbuster. They complement each other all very well and they'll look good with your Avengers. I say get it. But for those who haven't bought an Iron Man yet and they're looking for one to buy the 45 if you have to skip one. That's just my honest opinion. You're free to do whatever you like. But as usual, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, add a comment if you want. And if you ever need to reach me for questions, my email will be in the link. Thank you.